additional questions.
Mm.
And like, issue.
Okay. So forces kinematics, no problem. Because those will be the major weightage, just like electricity.
From my end of view.
How come?
You know what's
So weird.
that's why I'm like I feel like last year the end of year wasn't like a very good gauge because a lot of topics weren't like tested and it was a lot on like our lowest side.
So that means you did very well for end of year. No.
I don't remember a lot of things. Because I thought like a lot of things from like the weighted assessment, the data one like come out more on the paper.
Yes.
But that didn't happen. Because usually that will happen.
Okay.
And I only studied like my Sec 3 topics for the 4 years. Then I was like, huh?
But you didn't try to spot any topics, right? Did you? No.
But I think like this year can be better. It's just, I feel like the questions last year weren't very constructive for chemistry as well. Because the chemistry, right, also it's not very high. But the questions were like made for students to pass.
Meet for what?
Made for students to pass.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, then like I would feel like for now is okay, let them pass. But then like later on, like, if they think that this is okay, then like that'll be worrying.
It's always a balance to make the questions too difficult or too easy.
Like when I saw the center, it was like we have banding for any and then so like we segregate into 3 bands, and then it was the teacher in the third band that set the paper.
And it still got banding
Then like, it was the teacher from the third band that set the paper. So we are like, okay, confirm the paper not that.
Okay. I thought it's going to be shared among the teachers. No.
Yeah. Was set by express teacher.
Mm.
Then like that was like difficult because it's set by express teacher. So all the people like, huh?
But you mean the same paper is used for express also? But just that he set your paper as well.
Then like we were also confused. Then we look at the center, then we're like, yeah, understandable as express teacher. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for NA, you're in the first band.
In N2 but then like most
You can sit there, nobody's over here.
like for most of the
Oh,
but the worrying thing is that my teacher,
your physics teacher.
she's gonna leave us very soon. Like when we start really.
Fine. Oh, okay.
Then we're like,
But when is she going off? Before.
Like most likely.
So she won't even go through your prelims. Okay, that's bad.
Yeah.
That is bad. Then who is taking over?
Another finish.
But do you know him?
Yeah, but we've never been taught by him before.
Okay, then let's cross your fingers.
Oh, I already found the tallest stage.
Okay, come take out your worksheet from last week. Just finish off some of the last question actually. Any questions before we proceed? No? Okay, this should be the last one that we haven't gone through. Okay, come, Joey. What is this? What do you call this device? It's not given in the question, but you should know it. What? All right. Yeah, of course, for Bernice, maybe it's not so on. Let me try to set my stylus. It's called thermistor, even though for you it's less likely to come up, but still, you never know. All right, that is the symbol for a thermistor. That means its resistance is controlled by temperature. Okay, just give me a moment. My Bluetooth is not working that well. Wait, what? Inside. Okay, maybe you want to jot down for thermistor. As temperature changes, the resistance also changes. And of course, I think I said before, there are two kinds. One is temperature increases, resistance decreases. But this one is more common. The other one is resistance increases, which is less common. Okay, so that's a thermistor. Now for this case, but of course in this case they actually tell you the. Oh, now let me check whether somebody is in there. Here, let Shivendra come in first. Okay, Shivendra, we are starting already, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, so in this case, anyway, they've told you the resistance decreases as temperature increases. So this is the one given here. Okay, anyway, back to the question. What's the resistance of X? Bernice, what do you get for this? You come last week, you did, right? Did you bring it? Oh, you was in Zoom. Oh, okay. Do you have it? Huh? You didn't bring? I just made a copy for you. Let me add, but I have to search for this. Let me just.
Is it in all?
Oh, what the heck? The default number one.
Because you cannot be 40. Are you 40?
No.
You 99?
No, I think I'm good.
Then it's 10.
Wow.
Are you 100? Are you 69? Are you still?
Oh God.
I am not.
Oh God, yes.
Why are you still 100? How are you still?
Oh, sorry, I think I'm good. Oh, yes.
What's your end of life? No, you're not. No, you're not. That's kids. So what country is your age? Bro, then how are you?
Not safely.
My grandfather 80 years already and then what? And some of the said I'm going to. And he said, what? Us? Are you going to go? Oh, yeah, fine. Then why are you going to?
I will make it see in the
你
box.
是一个人，看你们视频，
I can.
没戏了。
No, I cannot.
这边
Oh, no.
Wait, then how is that even not you in the what?
What? How can we?
Okay, come back here.
No,
Yes.
My connection is still not there. Hold on.
No, no. You're
Okay, never mind. Alright, so yeah, Joey, what's the resistance at 30 degrees Celsius? Yeah, it's quite straightforward. You should get 800. So I won't even go through. Calculate the current in the circuit. Joey, what do you get? Yep. So basically, for this case, you have to find the total resistance first. 800 was from the graph. This is 1000. Now, reminder, please stick to SI units. 1 kilo ohm convert to 1000. And therefore, total resistance is 1800. And of course, you use a good old formula. That should give you your current. Next one, potential difference across resistor Y, Joey. Again, you use exactly the same formula because you know the current, you know the resistance. Yeah, just multiply and you get your 6167. Right, of course, if Andrew, if you have a question, just voice out. This one. Okay, right, Bernice can follow. Temperature rises. What happens to the current? What do you think? Current. Joey? Current decreases. Increases. Good. All right, because as temperature increase, resistance decreases. Okay, like I've written here. Okay, this is what will happen. This resistance decreases. Actually, I just in a moment, I need to fix the, but essentially, so you have to include these few keywords. Temperature increases, resistance of X decreases, total resistance decreases. Now, of course, if you want to be safe, you include this as well. EMF is constant. So therefore, current in the circuit increases. Okay, so try to follow that logic. It's always good to mention that this EMF remains constant. I mean, you try to remember that. If you forget, you may still get your mark, but I mean, if you can remember, better to add it in. Okay, voltage remains constant. Total current increases. Okay. So I've highlighted all the key phrases. How about the last part? Second last part. PV across resistor Y. Joey? Okay, this one is a bit trickier. The potential difference across Y increases. Why? Again, try to be logical. Okay, so I mean this answer, of course, this answer. First, current increases, correct, as temperature increases. Oh, that's all they write. Okay, come. I would prefer you to write a bit more. Right. So basically, as I increases, V equals to IR. And therefore, since R remains constant, I increases.
You got $10. You got $10. I got half of you. How much money? It is fine. So who got more? You got me. If we got half of C. Oh,
Okay, I mean, if you want to be logical, that's what I would say.
yes.
Based on part one, current increases. And since R is constant and V equals to IR, I increases, V also increases. So that would be how I would explain, rather than just write one single sentence like that. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Yes.
companies. Okay. Okay. Last one. Potential difference across component X. Joey, your answer. Decreases. Now, actually, how I mean, it's quite easy. Yep. Okay. Now, imagine you have 12 volts, and this 12 volt is split between these two guns. So basically, 12 volts equals to Vx, Vy. And then we already mentioned earlier in part 2, what happens to Vy? Vy increases, right? I hope you can tell. So basically, as Vy increases, Vx will decrease. Yeah, of course, because these two guys are sharing the same constant EMF. So if this value increases, then this value must decrease. So this will answer your part 3. Okay, Denise? I mean, for me, I prefer to write some formulas or equations out in the answer. But of course, you still have to use words because this is an explanation question. Okay, let me go to the last part C. A circuit is connected in a fuse is connected in the circuit. What's the function and how it works? Okay. This one better know. So, how is the fuse? Where is the fuse? Obviously in series. So it can be here. Alright, guys, remember what's the symbol for a fuse? So, Joey, what's the purpose and how does it work? Prevents electrical fire. Someone? What else? Okay, so the important thing is the fuse has a rating. Alright, remember symbol for the fuse. So the main function involve the current. So basically, if current is too high or if current exceeds the fuse rating, so try to use all these standard words, fuse rating. What happens in the fuse? There's actually a wire in the fuse, no? Okay, a wire, a thin wire in the fuse will melt. Once it melts, it cuts off the circuit. Melts and cuts the circuit. And of course, I mean, it depends on who is marking. You can always say that it prevents electrical fires. But I would say the main function is to prevent too high a current from flowing in the circuit. That is the direct function. Okay, make sure you have those words inside. Okay, current cannot exceed the fuse rating. Or thin wire one, I think these are the words. Oh, it goes without saying, a fuse is always in series within the circuit. It should not be in parallel, obviously. Okay, let's go on. Shivendra, any questions? I hope not. Oh, he's gone. Okay, never mind then. Okay, let's go on. Do a bit of revision for electricity as well. Now, guys, better remember this. Companies, what are the three wires inside? Okay, colors. Life is brown. Good. Good. Okay, please remember ahead. Not that it will come out, but chances are it may. Now, I think I've emphasized on this part why there's a fuse melt. Basically, the current is more than the rating of the fuse. Okay, let me see what else do I need to revise with you. Okay, guys, this kind of setup, make sure you recognize is standard 1, 2, and 3. But okay, but anyway, let me redraw this. Now imagine you have this. Let's say I have a battery here. Now, do you need to join these two ends together? Not necessary. What I can do is I have this. And I have a light here. I have another one here. Then I may have one more. No, okay, never mind. 2 is enough. Can you tell that this is a parallel arrangement? These two are in parallel. Okay, so get used to this sort of circuit arrangement. These two wires may not join at the end, but you can join somewhere along the way. All right, so this is a parallel arrangement. Make sure you recognize that. Now, what else? Huh? Okay, stop, Joey. What is 1 unit of electricity? What is meant by 1 unit? Okay, so for you as well, Bernice, make sure you know that kilowatt hour. Sometimes they call it just 1 unit. And basically, utilities charge based on kilowatt hour all over the world. And reminder, this actually is a unit for energy. Obviously, it's not SI unit, but it's still a unit for energy, kilowatt hour, not power, energy, because this is for power and hour is for time. And since you have power times time, the whole thing stands for energy. Okay, class.
One is this 4, and then he wants half, and then he wants 1. Look, I draw a cut.
Yeah, nice. Wait, let me see this one.
The 100 is a cut.
Wait, that is something. Oh, that is probably a Oh,
1.
yeah.
I look like that.
Let's see, yes. Oh,
Medium 2.
no.
I'm son of a gun. 1.
It's
2.
Oh, my goodness.
What's that? That. See this one.
Oh, this one is cool. This one is cool.
Little.
I think this one is really good. Hey. It's not giving. Oi. Where you go? Where you go?
I don't know.
Oh my god. You know what? Almost.
What's that else? Also went to the Pokemon Center by
That's very cool. Well, because you begin on that's so cool.
I never got it.
It's a very this
I know, it's a very
is fun though, but the other time
But I went to another shop. It's full of cuts. Just full of real cuts. Yeah. Yeah. Japanese. Now I can cut it. And they also have the rainbows and gold cut. I got penguins. What else? I got else. I got all. Oh! Wait, this is not fair.
I see you.
Anna.
But I forget the right.
I see this on TikTok now. That messy guy. What to them his parents because he looks. The messy thing so messy and he wanted to his parents and then messy suddenly disappeared. Yeah. Messy disappeared. Oh, he disappeared and then reappeared.
No.
Oh, he got hit under and then one machine. And then after that, the guy, I think Messi, not Messi. So, hit his team.
So really.
You see twice.
Before you see the spirit names first.
ABC.
Then this one, okay, and then C has 4 times B. B has how many counters? Yeah. What is it? What is it? Times 2, right? 2 times 8. Oh, it's
It looks like one.
one so big one.
Why? Look at one zero.
Okay.
Look at one seven.
Oh, yes. 4 times B.
B.
B has how many? Cool, right? Important for Louis. Oh, jeez. What B has more than right?
Yeah.
Important of it is. What is? Six. Good and wrong. Good and wrong is 6. Yeah. Đây có một người. Thì giờ. Oh yeah, it's Evan. Right, it is.
She has twice of C. A, B, C, C, C.
Right, that means maybe
And once like he gave me a cardboard. It's like a shape. It's like a cardboard made like a shape. And then I use a method. I think no, I use like a hammer. I put it on the box, I smashed it. And then there was 3 holes. But one was so deep. And then I pull it and then start smashing until it 10 pieces. Okay, so how
yes, it's so nice.
I'll keep it
Right, thank you.
test.
Right.
A, B, C,
Always better days.
my name is so old. It's George Washington. Oh, George Washington. DC. I went to DC University. My parents wanted to name George Washington at first.
That's the one. So we're gonna have 3 days, George Washington and 2 Hong Chan. And then,
Me. Oh, my name is Reno.
oh,
I don't know.
right, next slowly, how many names are there?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
So all your AC.
A, C,
Yeah, right.
traditional lah. B has house. Wow, there's a D now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right, busy first.
Are you right?
You only write AC. Then it's just long. Okay,
B for
yes, some.
B for this.
Yes. Oh, C, oh, good one, yes, some. If it's not, we lesser, yes, it's not. Yes, so.
But why do you stay like the out my one?
Why do you have to say? What?
No, I want to stay.
Or what?
I don't know.
I mean, just finish the anything like.
Do I have to make up lessons? A, B, C, C, B has house.
Like join that sheet. So small.
B has trouble seeing, so trying to be.
Okay, I got you. But then now,
It's like gun. There's some gun.
hey, carry on.
And D has twice of A.
What's this?
Yeah,
I mean, okay.
3,
3 times.
3, 9.
Yeah, I know. Let me see now. Remember.
And recently I got like 17 by
One
12
small
plus
mistake.
3.
One small mistake. Check again. One small mistake. The goal can strike.
I'm taking this then.
Oh,
What? Twice. I say twice. Now.
Five, 4, 3.
8,
Yeah, then we got the big one.
1,000,
What do you go?
7.
So on. So you go right which one? The one of them.
No heat.
Okay, next one.
Zinc is a man's nose and
Okay, try the. There's a small mistake. Try it.
what is this?
Try one.
1 unit is $24.
Hey, wait. Can't take it. Wow, this is.
Also, rather using
Not even like London.
I think you'll get fined if you never drink.
Nice.
Wait, why in Singapore? Why does why is bubblegum banned in Singapore?
Also not sure.
No.
It's illegal to buy and sell, but it's okay to be. So you can buy from the internet, you need to buy and sell.
You cannot. It's bubblegum. It's bubblegum.
Yeah, you eat but can sell.
But you pour the milk.
Yeah, you can eat the one, you can eat.
No, I eat only sugar.
That's also can sell. You can buy it.
But how is it illegal to sell bubblegum?
Because of the problem.
And some people it's not. You sell like yeah.
They sell it online for nothing.
But they give you a box. Yeah, it's like they just put
But you realize?
a lot of paper inside. But then I put it on
The number four mixed up.
oh shit. We are talking about 0 units equals versus
No.
oh,
Okay, basically, okay, I'll show you this thing. I'll show you this thing. I'll use this as an example.
it's actually just like one corner.
But wait, before you guys go on, I teach you the simple. Because this, just like before, you don't have to go, right? Because this, what you need? What do you need? Because it's one unit. It's one unit, one unit. It must be that. One unit. So if I say, baby, you want to
What am I
don't sing. I say, A has, I say A has $12. You didn't try.
What do you want?
You didn't try this. This is the A has what you need. B has what you need. And if you have $12, what should be it? What should be it? Yeah, not so easy. Right?
What?
Okay,
But there's nothing here. That's only says one unit.
One is a find 3 units, right?
That's fine.
That means calculate units.
Many times.
Yeah. It
Don't know you.
okay, wait. You're in here, right? So it's 2 times 8, 18. So 18, so what more people is 2 minus 1 is 18.
You.
So you got that right. Okay, you okay, right? You is 9. Ah, how do you do?
24 times 2. Oh, you think?
So it's wow, you didn't know what's going on with this.
It's just put this. Son of a gun.
So you are not doing this. Very much.
Wait, why you just put the net? There's no line down in the middle.
Ah.
Ah!
Very on. Roll on the yes.
Bro, it says 4 units is 1. It's 1.
So how do you hold 1 to the 2?
So you divide by 1. Ah!
You only got 1.
Ah, no. Divide by 1.
You You want to buy? How many units are there? Four. No. It's about
More than one.
yes, so 5 units.
I mean, one can get that one.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What is he doing? No, that's not how you
How?
think you need to do it.
How you don't want to see what?
4 units is so this one cannot be.
Better by swap.
Let me take one.
Stand for something. And what you didn't say.
What?
I'm going to say for me one. I hate minutes.
Yes.
Will be bingo.
Yes.
Please, Kaiser. And the same man is on the.
Here one is one more.
No, it's Kaiser. My. One. And then his pay is the same as the month's one. Oh, you like balls on him. And the model's balls on him. Okay, and I'm saying, no, it's not no, his side. Never even has a problem on his.
Here one.
And it's a big
Nice.
and so it's something with him and so
Okay.
yeah,
The thing is not. Then they will just pass the thing on. I know.
so all of us.
Wow, this one you can do but no, that's fine. I can try. Convert everything to 1 unit. Then you.
How are you supposed to have 2 units? Ew.
And then even now. It's quite not C.
Oh my god. All right. The only one is all there. See? No, nothing.
Picture the amount of yes.
That's
Carry on, carry on.
Wait, where is the pen? If I can draw it, there will be nothing.
Yeah, but look.
Look at what I did to my bill. My black pencil. Please draw out my.
Oh, let me give you a clue.
My father doesn't kill me.
How do you find point unit? How do you find point unit for my unit? You sure? Good stuff. The same actor already.
No, bottom
You just did it. You just did the same actor here. Now.
check everything that's one thing. Shut the door. What are you doing? So,
Here's my actor.
then what's this?
I use it also like experience.
Now, if the I want something,
Don't know. Okay.
use your earphones. 25.
You convert everything to 1 unit first. That's the clue.
Is that your drawing?
Yeah.
You know you use pen, right?
No.
No, take it back.
No.
We.
Wait.
Ah, why you not use pen?
It was spoiled.
Pens are useless. So if I do this, you'll school me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're done. Because I'm ready, I can have your signature. Everything can show one. I'm all shut up. Someone will ask you. Come back, something. And
French looks very uneven.
and see, the light comes out and speak with family. You you breaking all your fingers? Okay.
Oh, you can do it.
Okay. What am I doing? Sit that one. That's not crap. But what am I crack and then the whole thing broke? And you what?
What I really want to do.
How deep tree?
What?
How?
Down division.
Oh,
What?
tree.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you calling that? Okay.
Five bites. Now I'm so down. How was this man? What was this? Invite.
I didn't buy.
Okay, it's a mother bite.
Everybody. Everybody can.
That's how do you even know? How do you even talk? Because you are late.
Hold on. Here is the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not the job.
I like you.
Hey,
This guy says he wants to
if
be.
you has some of A, right? You still come from me. You come from me because you no, stop. You come from me. Stop. Try slow. Try to stop for you. So A is coming. Okay, what's the 6?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you have 6, right? So A is beginning. You can number and then the Y is 0. Okay, the ruler, where's the middle? Where's the middle of the ruler?
How many trees are princess what you want?
It's around here, right? So if this is the ruler, it's the middle here. So where should the middle be around? Yes, fine. So all the needs before you do solve count, you count how many are in the beginning? Okay, what's 6? Okay, 6 kind of 7 up in the what do you do?
You don't want you need to stay. Right.
So you draw the 3. That's half. There you go.
I want to use that.
And then you didn't still have to ready first.
We're not going to pay.
Yeah, I do that. And then you take it in time.
I don't like because I'm scared we'll use the income. Oh, and the more I just
Okay, around now.
Oh my god. You read that?
Really?
Ah.
Yeah, even if I'm losing.
Okay.
You know, listen. If I have all units, I all units. How many common for unit?
应该divide.
This one divided by 4. Right? Divide by itself. You will be 1. Already my is 9. Okay? So you found 1 unit. And how do you find example of unit on this?
Huh?
How do you find the unit?
Smile.
Okay, you got 1 right here, right? How do you consider it? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll just show you guys the model. If A has 2, B has 1, and C has, I don't know, this, if it is, no. Okay, let's just say this, it's 30. Then how do you find B?
I don't know.
Then tell me. If 2 units is 30, how do you find 1 unit? Divide.
Divide.
That's 2 units, right? Divide by 2,
Divide. It's gonna be divide.
which is
Wait, what did you say again?
30 divided by 2.
Huh? Later, 30 divided by 2, then whatever equals to what?
You can just change this for units.
See?
Convert model to units. If not 2, right? 2 units is 30. Then I want 1 unit is, now I can do what?
Huh? 30?
Huh?
Huh?
How do more than units?
No. 30 divided by 2.
Yeah, 30 divided by 2.
30 divided by
2. Yeah, yeah, one. Like, I go in a pick one very small one. I can go back to so easy. You find straight away.
15.
Yeah, it's 15. Then what is here? There's here as
Ah!
what is here as 9 units.
That's not 9.
Example, what is that 9 units? Then what do you do?
9. 7 units.
For example, we here 9 units. What do you do? If 1 unit is 15, 9 units is
Wow.
it's just like 9 or 1.
Oh,
I'm just finding itself. Oh, it's all those one. It's the same thing, it's the same one.
do this.
The same thing.
What do you say? I don't. What would you 17? How you would do this?
What? Okay, you got 3 units, 51, right?
Yeah.
You need to find 4 units, right? You call units 1 unit per same time. How do you want 1 unit? Okay, it's 1 unit.
What is it?
Then how do you want 4 units? This might be self.
What?
How many units are there?
4.
Yeah.
I see don't need to buy it from shop. The block you need to
Huh, that's always in.
What's the difference?
Okay.
30,
Looking at format together. Okay, how many does plan have?
16, 18.
The 4 times of 2 units.
What is it? Yeah.
What's 4 times 2?
8 units equal to. They were even 1 unit, bro.
What's 4 times 2? That's what. How many units do you have?
6 and around 0.
Okay, how many format? 8. 5 units, 5 units. That's a zero. Come on, let's try to try to show them evenly because see for big, tiny, or small, small. Try to show them evenly. Very nice. Just be nice to me, language in general.
Seventeen.
That's all you need.
No, like Benson.
Oh,
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
wait.
Uncle Gerald.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want to look at this.
Oh, hell no. Oh, you not put anything on. Huh? Oh, you didn't. Oh, just person that you.
That's how you need, you have to, okay, basically you have to draw 8 lines of the right? So, next week of that, and then you know, need to start with this. Okay, start drawing this. Yeah. Come on, then,
From Steve now saying to God, one I am. I go to screen one.
Okay, for this, I try to draw them, try to align them so this looks a bit put on align them so it's not confident. And you start right, so draw model, make sure they don't start the same one. Then you carry on. Yeah, let me give you a clue. How many are A and three? B has twice. So class of threes is confident. 6 minutes. Then I give on 6 minutes the column.
You ready? Thành ra thì phun lý yeah deep cut.
That's not leave
Remember, right? I cut it and I actually ate it out with my ankle. Ah! That's what I'm home. I didn't face it. How are we supposed to do this? Yes. On this one. Is this Tom and Jerry? Tom? Sorry. Yeah. Basically.
I'll do it.
No!
What?
Funny, that's why. Where's my bottle? Sorry, people come.
So I'm gonna do this. Let's do this. Okay, then what if I'm doing this?
What's that?
$7. How do I find all units? 7 by units. So what's the all units?
He has tried the number. You see. Black How are you gonna do this?
And what is it?
Guys, get this man. This man. Put 69.
Sure.
Yes.
If you need this, see how much it is. Cheese.
Bro, you put cuts here. It's only pencils. How much? Oh my god.
So the pencils.
You made a typhoon. Come on. Oh my god. I get lost. Wow, I lost.
Oh, so it's 7.
But
I want to start in weeks, but I don't.
Look at how that everywhere. My only way, I also have to teach them. I'll find them. So many.
What really?
Wow.
Okay, 5 on here is divided by 3. So 1 just to 4. What do you do? Alright.
You
How
mean,
do you
I'll speak. But then I'm going to now. I will come here. And then I will make this.
That's what it is. 1 unit. Okay, then you need 2 units. It's $20. How do I come 1 unit?
Okay. Yeah.
What do you mean? Like,
No, this stuff is getting on. I'm building a job. The difference. Oh, wait, there was another one.
it's not really.
Oh, 22 minus 33. So 25 minus 23. How is that then?
I'll just give you 10. Then you want to find something, what do you do?
3 times 3 is what? 9. 3 times 2?
Okay, jump from small unit to big unit.
9 minus 3. Oh, 9 minus 3.
Basically, I stand is just basically. Why
Ah,
is that?
I got stuff.
Okay, why A and B? I think exam gets you already.
Maybe this twice the number of cards as no oh, yeah. No land. No land. No land. Yes. Is no land. No land.
Yeah, come on, you need to show them.
No, it's a big shop. The guy we have never worked in.
Yeah, so. Come on, you need to come on.
Well, I was this. It's twice the number of cards as Nolan. No land. No play.
Come on.
How the roast card judges? Like the way I said. And you see our single, single language. To be the general rule. Yes. Oh my god. That's good. I roasted a lot.
Can all my screens.
I was loving it. Are you fond of the so called read?
Không có được để cái nó xin công. Really, really, really. No other comments. No, you don't. No other different than you have to. You have to try. Go ahead.
No. If I say what problems, no models problem.
It includes models.
I do not have.
That's not really.
I don't know. I don't ask.
Right.
No.
If there's no model, then you can stay there.
How are we supposed to know?
I just thought you know the job model.
I already forgot. Well,
That means I know.
I don't know. That I forgot the answer to use key.
Right.
I already forgot. I forgot. It was a long time. Oh. Wait, okay.
Guys, let's go through at least some of the earlier questions so that I want to make sure you're on the right track. All right, question 3, very standard. Venice, what is this? Sorry. What? Green and yellow. Okay, fine. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, to me, it's three.
It's
Three.
Line,
Control back, you.
color.
Tell me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Go.
And what do you write for here?
Three, five.
Neutral, good. You must just tell me the other 3.
Three, five. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And one over. Three, five.
Good.
Twice.
Brown.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So guys, obviously look out for the fuse. Fuse is always with the line. And round, of course, apply to the wire. So,
Twice.
and this one is, of course, your terminal. Therefore, it makes sense to label the terminals as earth, live, and neutral.
Three, nine.
Now, just a note, the center one, the center terminal and the center wire is invariably the earth. So that's quite standard. In case you've forgotten, this is what it looks like inside, even though there's no earth. Right, it's possible it may not have an earth. And I hope you know the reason why. Now, let's go on. Why is it connected into the live wire rather than the neutral wire? Bernice. Okay, and yeah, you're right, of course. All right, basically the live wire carries high voltage. All right, and a switch, and the switch went off. Prevents the appliance. Remember, in this question, they talk about an appliance from remaining live.
Nice. Now then you do. You mean as life of Nolan.
Okay, so of course, a neutral. Now, even though in this case they didn't mention neutral, a neutral has no voltage when the circuit is open. That is the important difference. All right, but of course, once the circuit is closed, then obviously the neutral contains a voltage as well. I mean, it runs the current as well. Okay. Anyway, it's only 1 mark, so you don't have to elaborate too much. Now, how about next one, number 4? Should be quite straightforward. What's the input power to the motor? Joey, what answer do you get? 144, right? You did it right.
Yeah.
Where's my answer? Bernice, did you get 144? You did. Okay, then should be fine. Right. So basically, you take I times V times T, and you should I times V. That should give you your power. Yeah, I think that's all I need to say. This one is a bit unusual. Why the resistance changes, and of course, it's only the initial time period. Joey, why is that so? Because the what change? Then some more. Temperature changes. Now, basically, she's correct. All right. Temperature increases initially. Causing the particles to vibrate more. Remember your KPT, kinetic particle theory. And impeding current flow. Okay, let me be more specific. Impeding electron flow. Okay, that is the main reason. Okay, the vibrating atoms are actually it's atoms. They block the flow of electrons. And of course, that presents an increase in resistance. Now, part B. Why is a fuse more likely to melt when it's first switched on? Joey, this one is also a bit tricky. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I heard you mention what she said. Now, look at the question. Fuse melting. What does a fuse melting implies? It means the current is higher. All right, so think along that line. Why is the current high? Obviously, there's only one reason. Remember your V equals to IR. Okay, let me rewrite it. I equals to V over R. So basically, initially, your resistance is low. So a high current flows. Therefore, more likely to melt the fuse. Yeah, that is all. Bernice can follow. All right, so everything actually revolves around the same formula. As long as you keep your head cool, you should be able to figure it out. All right, the fuse melts because of high current. Why is there high current? Because resistance is low.
Okay, start getting it right. Start getting something. Oh, how many?
Okay, I mean, of course, you can quote this formula if you want to. This one, calculate amount of energy transferred in resistor 1 in 15 minutes. Bernice, what's your answer?
You make this.
Energy. 4.5 joules. Seems a lot higher than that. Okay, the straightforward answer is you know the current. All right, you know the voltage, which is of course the same across each of them. Then multiply by the time. But you still forget to convert to seconds. 15 minutes, convert to seconds. When you use all these formulas, they must be in SI units. And for time, SI units are seconds. 10 ampere, volt, seconds. Okay, that's what. In fact, yeah, a lot of students screw this up because they screw up the SI units. All formulas, I mean, almost 99% are in SI units. Yeah, Bernice. Okay, try not to get this wrong. All right, and of course, I assume you know this formula by now. P goes to IV. Okay, last one. Not say last one, sorry. Just the last part. Number 7. 200 watts. 240 volts. Current in the cooker. Joey, what do you get? Yep, you should get this. 0.83 amperes. Obviously use SI unit. What's the cost to run it for 16 hours? Joey? Yep, you should get 80 cents. I think the trick is make sure you convert to kilojoules. I mean, sorry, kilojoules, kilowatt. Right, and well, 16 hours is in hours, so that's fine. All right, the trick is 200 watts, make sure it's in kilowatts. Right, then multiply by the rating, I mean the rate, 25 cents, you should get your answer. Okay, double insulated. Now come. Once you see double insulated, what does that tell you? Double insulated. Well, it means there's no earth. Correct. This appliance has no earth, but of course, in this case, yeah, I think they didn't answer that. Okay. What else? Describe the fault from which double insulation protects the user. Bernice, what do you write for this? Yep. Okay, I heard you. I hope you heard that. All right. In a scenario that the live wire comes into contact with the casing, then the user is prevented from coming into contact with the current from the live wire. Okay. Oh, just a small note. I think I mentioned this before, but a double insulation means the casing is non-metal. In fact, it should be a plastic casing. All right. Double plastic casing. That is the implication of double insulation. Okay, next. Grass cutter is used for 45 minutes per week, 1 kilowatt, blah, blah, blah. Calculate the cost. What do you get, Bernice? Not confident. You should be able to do this. 45 minutes per week. Meaning what? How many hours is that? 45 minutes per week is 0.75 hours, right? 45 divided by 60, that would be 0.75 hours per week. Okay, look at the watts. What's the power rating? 1250. Convert to kilowatts. So it's 1.25 kilowatts. Multiply these two together and you get your kilowatt hour. multiply by 40 cents, and you should get your costing. How much are you paying for 1 week? Oh, anyway, answer. You should get this. Correct, 37.5 cents. You should get that. I mean, you should get full marks for this question. You really should. Joey, do you get it? Yeah, okay. Now, part C is a common question. Make sure you can answer that. Why a 3M fuse is unsuitable? Once you see this question, you need to do calculation to find out what is the current that is actually used. Joey, do you find the current? 7. Yep, about 5 point something amperes. All right, you should get this. Again, nothing new. You should get 5.21 amperes, which is of course more than. All right. Yeah, then they talk about all this. Basically, this is more than 3 ampere. So obviously, if you operate that machine normally, it's going to break, it's going to melt the fuse, and then you can't even use it under normal conditions. Goodness, okay. Yeah, straightforward, but make sure you get the marks. Let's finish the last part, part B. Actually, for part D, it's not likely to come up for you, but well. Oh, is it? It's not likely to come up for you, not likely. Now, I think so far we did mention about circuit breaker, just that we did not say how it works. That is how your circuit breaker works. All right, so it's like primary school science. You have to use as many of the words in your question as possible. Do you answer part B? No. Come, let's look through. Same job as a fuse. Come, make sure you understand this part. Same job as a fuse, meaning that it is to cut off circuit if current is too high. Okay, and of course, circuit breaker has a rating too. Now, what else? Terminal 1 and terminal 2. So, under normal situation, how does the current flow? So it flows here.
Why?
Here, down, through, and to terminal 2. All right, so terminal 1 and 2 have an important meaning.
No.
All right, they are for the current to flow between them. Okay, can. But what if the current is so high? Now, hopefully recognize this guy here. It's an electromagnet. Okay. Okay, so basically, if current is too high, current is too high.
Okay, wait.
Solenoid
Okay, for 1 unit.
becomes a strong electromagnet.
Now you.
Actually, it's like a primary school question. All right, extracting the iron armature. Try to use the words in your question.
Okay, so this belongs to then you show them.
Okay, so let me just erase some of the stuff first. What is in the iron armature? There's a contact there. All right. So therefore,
Okay.
the contact is broken, breaking or separating, sorry, separating the contact.
He has more, right?
Contact. You see, I'm using all the words from the question, no?
Okay.
From the springy matter.
The three. Maybe the whole 1 unit.
Therefore, breaking the circuit. Remember, circuit breaker. What about the springy matter?
Then it's a 3 more. Then this one simulates.
Where?
The application. Okay, stop. Yeah, stop. No. Then stop. Units.
You know why?
Okay. Okay, what about unit, right?
Let me write a few more. Okay. Yeah, right. But it's actually on the right track, just that I add a few more things in. Now, let's go back to this diagram. Now, what happens is this will be pulled towards here. Okay? Because there's a pivot. Armature moves to, is attracted to the iron core. Then what happens to this springy metal? This springy metal, why did they call it even springy metal? It actually springs upwards. And therefore breaks the contact or separates from the contact. And therefore you get this situation here, the second diagram, because the springy metal, once you release from the contact, I hope you notice, once the contact moves to the right, springy metal you spring outwards. And therefore you have this situation. Okay, but the end result is the same. Notice in this case, the circuit is broken. Do you see the opening here? Okay, this is where the circuit is broken. So it's now an open circuit because of this separation here. Okay. But of course, I didn't explain everything because you don't have to write so many things in. What's the purpose of this? It's not needed for your answer, but basically this one, it pulls, let me finish. It pulls your armature back. Right, so that means the armature only swings to the right for a while before being pulled back. But in that instant, the springy metal is already drifted out into the reset button, and therefore the circuit remains open. Can Joey? Yeah. All right, let me send the marks. 3 marks. Separating contact from the springy metal. Go on. allowing, let me just
Yeah,
add in a
Okay.
few more words, just a few more words.
you minus by AB, you minus by AB, that's the rest, you don't connect. Oh, halfway ahead.
Of course, it's bad English because the sentence is becoming so long.
He has,
To spring upwards.
now that wants to be, remember, there's the few more, right?
Well, I three plus
Into the reset button.
Uh-huh, so together they have 57, right? So total they have 11.
Oh, where's the
And but whatever the case, the circuit is now open.
Great. So now, who you need? Goes to.
Okay, even though the armature may move backwards, back to the left hand side, but the circuit is still open because of the separation there. Venice, okay.
Let's.
All right, come. So guys, go back, finish off the other questions. We'll go through them next week. Any final thing? No? Okay, that's all.
You need what? Again?
Joey, any final questions? All right, then we shall end here.